See if you can try to make another ring of coming upon the track. These stories that from never forget. We fought with him. Me, I died for him. Me, I trusted him. Me, I'm nothing. And me, I'm the damn fool that shot him.
Oh, I love this musical.
Pardon me, are you Aaron Burke, sir? That depends. Who's asking? Oh, well, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you. I'm getting nervous. Sir, I heard your name at Princeton, and I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have pushed him. It's a blur, sir. He handles the financials. You pushed the Versa? Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduate and choose and join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how do you do it? How'd you graduate so fast? Was my parents' dying wish before they passed. You're an orphan, of course. I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war, then we could prove that we're.
Hey, Raylene.
Can I buy you a drink? That would be nice. While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice.
Talk less.
What?
Smile more.
Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. Can't be serious. You wanna get ahead. Yes. Fools who run their mouths off wind up dead. Yo, what time is it? Showtime! Like I said. Showtime, yo! I'm John Lawrence in the place with me and Sue Princess Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. Those red coats don't want it.
I'm just sitting here watching Hamilton again. I absolutely adore this. Figures it's the 4th of July, I might as well watch something patriotic.
I can work to these mulligan up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. Like I'm your brothers and horses. Of course, it's hard for having to court up before such a corset. Oh, no more sex for me and other fruits. Let's raise a couple more. What if it ain't the prodigy of Bristol College? Give us a verse, drop some knowledge. Good luck with that. You're taking a stand. You spit, I'ma sit. We'll see where we land. The revolution's imminent. What are you stalled for? If you stand for nothing, girl, what will you fall for? Who are you? Who are you? Who is this kid? What's he on? I am not throwing away my shot.
I am not gonna trade my shot. I'm hungry. I'm not gonna trade my shot. Oh, you watched that racist bitch? I'm sorry, I can't stand her anymore. I used to be a huge fan of hers. That show was one of my favorites. I mean, every Halloween when I was a kid, I looked forward to the Halloween episodes. But then it turns out she's a racist bitch. Okay, and she's the Trump supporter. No.
The colony, the guns independently, meanwhile Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. And King George turns around on to spend his free. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free, so there will be a revolution in this century. And to me, he says it will end the siege. Don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll seem like a sentencing. And I am not going to break
my shot. I'm not gonna wave my shot. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm not gonna wave my shot. I'm not gonna wave my shot. I'm not gonna wave my shot. I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not going to wave my
Shot. Someone take a shot. I dream of life without a monarchy. The unrest in France will lead to anarchy.
Oh my God. I watched it all yesterday already. This is my second time watching it. I'm in love. I'm in love. I love Lin-Manuel Miranda. That man is a genius. You know he wrote the music for the Disney movie Moana?
Keep out of trouble and double your choices. I'm with you. But the situation is fraught. You got to be carefully told. If you talk, you're gonna get shot.
How'd you afford the tickets? They were like, I remember when this was on Broadway and even traveling and shit. The tickets were like extremely expensive.
A bunch of revolutionary manumission abolitionists. Give me a position, show me where the ammunition is. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited. Shoot off at them now.
And this is the play. This is the musical. They shot it while they were doing it on stage in New York. Ah. So your ex must have had buco bucks. Because I know the tickets were like extremely expensive, like in the thousands. Especially if you were to see it on Broadway itself. Oh my God, it was like $3,000 for one ticket.
Tell your brother that he's got to rise up. Tell your sister that she's got to rise up. When all these got to rise up. When all these got to rise up. When all these got to rise up.
I'll save that for later.
When's it gonna get me? We must leap 7
Ah.
Do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without
Fan
a
for a quick
melody?
second.
See, I never thought I'd live past tomorrow. Where I come from, some get Pakistan. Ask anybody why we did it fast. And we laugh, reach for a blast. We have to make this moment last. That's when it's passionate. This is not a moment, it's the movement. Where all the hungriest brothers with something to prove with. Foes oppose us, we take an honest stand. We roll like Moses, bringing up honest hand. Yeah, we win our independence. Gotta guarantee your freedom for all descendants. Blood we shed, begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defense. One of the action in the street is exciting the Jesus between all the bleeding and fighting. Now the
Really sounds
right.
on me.
We need to handle our financial situation. We'll be a nation of states. What's the state of our nation? The past patiently waiting. Passionate discussion, every expectation, every action, every application. I'm giving it the basic effort, we resolve. The words tell them think it past tomorrow.
Oh, I love this musical. I think we're dead. I gotta free-roll this.
The last round, Jesse. I may not live to see our glory. I may not live to see our glory. But I will gladly join the fight. But I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell our story. And when our children tell our story. They'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass of freedom. Something they can never take away. No matter what they tell you, Raise a glass to the four of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us. Telling the
Cheers.
Tomorrow there'll be more of us. Telling the story of tonight. Another round tonight. Tell the story of tonight. Tell the story of tonight. There's nothing rich folks love more than going downtown and slumming it with the poor. They pull up in their carriages and gawk at the students in the common just to watch them talk. Take Philip Schuyler, the man is loaded. But little does he know that his daughter's Becky. Angelica Eliza sneaking to the city just to watch other guys.
Angelica Eliza, Angelica Eliza. Daddy said to be home for sundown.
Daddy doesn't need to know.
Daddy says not to go downtown.
Mama said you're free to go, but look around.
Look around.
The revolution's happening in New York.
It's bad enough Daddy wants to go to war.
Shouting in the square.
It's bad enough there'll be violence on our shore.
New ideas in the air. Look around, look around.
Angelica, remind me what we're looking for.
And she's looking for me, Eliza. I'm looking for a mind and work. I'm looking for a mind and work. I'm looking for a mind and work. Wow, 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 wow.
Woo! There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in a rush next to someone looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. Like you're slumming in the city in your fancy heels. You searching for an urchin who can give you ideals.
Sir, you disgust me.
So you disgust me. I'm a trust fund, baby. You can trust me.
I'm common sense, but it's pain.
Now that we're created equal.
Promise that the same will compel them to include women in the sequel.
Look around, look around, I wanna be alive right now. Look around, I wanna be alive right now. This is the greatest happening that happened. The greatest happened to me in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Look around,
Oh, Raylene, please tell me you're still here. You know, I'll watch this some more later. I love it. It's awesome. Oh, please tell me you're still here, Raylene. I gotta tell you, you said I forgot all about this until now. And I can't wait to tell Steph. Oh, she's gonna crack up about this. Okay. I got banned out of a room at Tiny Chat. I don't know if I told you what Tiny Chat is, but it's a website with like a bunch of cameras. You can watch YouTube videos with your friends and shit. It's like a big old Zoom call, but there's like a bunch of rooms and shit. Oh, this morning I go into a room, and of course they start talking about my hair. And this one dude said I look like blue broccoli or whatever. Anyways, I popped in. I was like, "Hey, happy 4th," and I just sat there like this, because to me right now it's happy 4th of July. By the way, this country sucks ass. So I'm sitting there, and I go, "Happy 4th," and they're like, "Oh, what? You don't like the 4th of July?" I was like, "Nah, man, this country sucks ass. For the first time in a long time, I'm ashamed to be American. I mean, especially with the idiot we got in office now. The minute they heard me say something bad about Trump, they started in on me like, oh, what Trump do so bad to you? I was like, oh, maybe it's because if he got to this virus sooner, it's not definite, but maybe if he did, instead of spending the whole time on a golf course, my mother might still be fucking alive. And they're like, oh, well, he was busy with trying to defend off a bogus fucking, what was it, impeachment. I said, no, he was busy on the fucking golf course. He was playing golf. And they should have impeached his ass. He's nothing but a misogynistic, racist ass click, and I get banned. I was like, oh, fine, ban me for hating Trump. Fucking redneck bastards. That's something I don't mind being banned for. I'm like, ban my ass because I love Trump. I don't give a fuck. He's an idiot. He wants us to get Clorox vaccines and stick UV lights up our ass. Okay? No.
Even in the absurd depths of fictional lore, there aren't many franchises out there with a universe as deep and bizarre as Star Trek. Taking us hundreds of years into the future, and sometimes even further into the past, an entire galaxy of civilization has birthed movies, books, TV shows, and whatever other outlets people can find for their creativity. But if there's one thing that can match the murky depths of Star Trek fiction, it's the equally clouded history of Star Trek fact. Hundreds of performers, writers, producers, directors, and studio bigwigs have been involved in some capacity over the decades, and with each of them comes the potential for a mythicized tale. Abortive plans, backstage disputes, you name it, there's been enough personalities and egos involved at every level to make it happen. To borrow a phrase from another beloved sci-fi property, the truth is indeed out there if you know where to look. From dramatically ground axes to things being very gently set straight, Star Trek's greatest urban legends can all be laid to rest in this wonderful information age. My name is Alan Cleary, and these are 10 notorious Star Trek urban legends. Number 10, Paramount tried to replace Deanna Troi with 7 of 9. One of the more positive moments in Star Trek Nemesis, and there weren't many, was the brief cameo from Kate Mulgrew as Admiral Janeway. It was fun, it was seamlessly integrated, it was an all too infrequent reminder that these characters form part of a rich and layered shared universe. However, it wasn't Paramount's original choice for incorporating Voyager. In a tale that's been told inconsistently from numerous people, Paramount made more than one attempt to bring 7 of 9 into the movie at the expense of a principal member of the Next Generation's cast. Initially, this was believed to be Marina Sirtis, who, when attempting to negotiate pay parity with her male co-stars, was threatened with being removed from the film. When I was negotiating Nemesis, and I cannot do her voice, they said, "We are going to fire you and hire Jerry Ryan." And I said, well, Jerry Ryan won't do it for that money, that's for sure. I quit smoking for 6 years, but what got me started again was contract negotiations with Paramount. That is how bad it was. However, Ryan herself stated that while she knew her name was being used in the negotiations, the Troy story was news to her. They did offer me a role in Nemesis, again, can't do the voice, to replace a different character, but it was not Marina. There was absolutely no reason to replace this character with 7 of 9, so obviously we didn't do it. Number 9, the original cast didn't get any royalties. Despite being allegedly the most widely syndicated series in television history, the cast of the original Star Trek series have also allegedly barely seen a single dollar from its success. Despite it being one of the most timeless shows ever made and still enjoying screenings to this day, this one looks like it might actually be true. Speaking on the Transporter Room 3 podcast,
I heard about this. This is true.
In place to ensure that members of the cast were entitled to royalties for reruns came into effect after Star Trek was on the air. That came into being about 3 years later, and while I can do the accent, I'm not going to. The series Star Trek that I was in was so early on there were no residuals, so none of us have ever received them. It's crazy to think that for all the additional hours of broadcast the show enjoyed and the millions of dollars it subsequently made in the process, none of the original cast were given a check in the post for it. They were steadily becoming the most iconic TV characters to emerge from the 1960s, all while the
I'm
network,
empty.
which cancelled them after only
I gotta
3
go fucking
seasons,
refill
was
this,
reaping
man. I don't wanna get up.
untold financial rewards. Dicks. Number 8. The uniforms in Generations were borrowed from Deep Space Nine. Now, the story behind the costuming department for Star Trek Generations could easily be a video all its own, but the short version of the story is that brand new uniforms were planned for this movie before being scrapped entirely for budgetary reasons. This change of plans created numerous problems. Firstly, a brand new line of tie-in figurines that featured the uniforms had already been created and shipped to stores. There was no way to recall them, so they simply had to be released wrong. Secondly, it meant that to fulfill the producer's requirements for new uniforms, the movie would need to borrow the more jumpsuit-looking style from Deep Space Nine and Voyager. Literally, too, as it was deemed a waste of money to make all new ones when a selection of them were readily available from the studio. They gave Sisko's uniform to Riker, O'Brien's to Geordi, Tom Paris's to Picard, and Harry Kim's to Data. And the end result is several scenes where it is painfully obvious that members of the crew aren't all wearing clothes that fit them, while those that are seemingly using the old Next Generation uniforms interchangeably. What a mess. Number 7. Isaac Asimov saved Star Trek the motion picture. One small curiosity about this movie is that included deep in credits, inspiring the genre's explosion in popularity during the 20th century, his inclusion in a Star Trek movie would have been big news at the time. So why wasn't it? Well, Asimov wasn't drafted in to help with the writing or the production or any element of actually crafting the movie. However, it's arguable that he's responsible for getting it made at all.
I'll be back in a second. I got to refill this and I have to pee. I'm just gonna stream probably all day. I'm probably not gonna end the stream, even if people leave. Fuck it, I'll just wait for people to come in and out. But I'm back. Okay.
With a major rift brewing between Roddenberry and the studio over the nature of the plot, and specifically that the idea of this living robot seeking its creator would have major scientific and religious ramifications, he was the man that both parties turned to in order to settle the argument. He reassured the executives that this was a great narrative thread to tug on, and indeed one that would likely be seen as visionary in decades to come. They weren't entirely convinced, and it took NASA director Robert Jastrow to do that, but they trusted his judgment, and having provided the most important slice of consultancy in the whole film, credited him thusly. Number 6. Ro Lawrence secretly returned for a movie cameo. Before the days of rumour-busting Reddit threads and carefully paused reveals on Twitter, you actually had to journey all the way down to the movie theatre to see if something about a film was actually true. For Star Trek Nemesis, that rumour was that every recurring character from The Next Generation made an appearance at the Riker-Troy wedding. Will Wheaton returned as Wesley Crusher. Whoopi Goldberg could briefly be seen as Guinan, but one major return concerned that of Ro Lauren. The confrontational Bajoran ensign played by Michelle Forbes, who was the character originally written into the role of Deep Space Nine that was filled by Kira Nerys. Given her tumultuous relationship with Riker, this got people talking. Emerging from screenings, people were absolutely sure that it was true. While not featured prominently, a dark-haired woman resembling Forbes can be seen during Picard's speech, and most fans took this as being Ro Lauren. However, with the miracle of fully published casting lists and the aforementioned HD pause function, it's since been revealed not to be the case. In universe, Ro remains at large, having defected to the Marquis. Number 5, the cast all hated the motion picture. Sooner or later, someone is going to make a documentary about Star Trek's lost years. Starting with how the original series was cancelled, the abortive attempts to make Planet of the Titans, the failed Phase 2 project, and how it all finally came to a head with the motion picture. It was a tumultuous time for the franchise, and those fractures were more than present on set. Starting with Leonard Nimoy's dispute over unpaid royalties, extensive rewrites over the script, and even the entire cast up in arms about how uncomfortable the uniforms were, the entire production was a disaster. Paramount have since stated that no major movie they've been involved with has come closer to missing its release date than this. Now, I should probably do an entire list about the various conflicts raging on set, but as a primer, here's a brief rundown. The script was being rewritten on a daily basis to the extent that the cast actually had no idea what the story was about by the end. Neither the studio, the director, the writers, or the cast could agree on an ending, with plans being changed constantly. William Shatner required special lighting to hide his corset lines, much to the annoyance of his co-stars. The projectors used for the bridge controls were so loud that all the audio had to be recorded after principal photography had finished. This added weeks to production and thousands to the budget when the film could have burned during one scene but was required to continue shooting. Almost every major member of the cast lobbied for additional characterization but was turned down. Still though, the film was alright. Number 4, Spock was written out of Star Trek Generations. The opening scene of Star Trek Generations is easily one of the best in the entire movie. It sees Kirk, Chekhov, and Scotty arriving as honoured guests on the bridge of the USS Enterprise B as it prepares for its maiden voyage, only for a perilous rescue operation to break out instead. Originally, this was supposed to be the holy trinity of Kirk, Spock, and McCoy, but the latter two had to be replaced. For McCoy, it was simply that DeForest Kelly's health was such that he wasn't able to get on-set insurance, but for Spock, it came down to several irresolvable creative differences. According to him, while there was a character named Spock in this script, his lines were so bland they could be spoken by anyone. After being told that there simply wasn't time for a rewrite, Spock declined the offer and the part went to James Doohan instead. Given that virtually no changes were made to the lines for them to fit Scotty, Leonard Nimoy has since pointed out that this proves he was right. Number 3, Eddie Murphy had a major Star Trek role cut. In 1986, Eddie Murphy was one of the biggest stars in the whole world. Coincidentally, he also happened to be a huge Star Trek fan. With scripts being put together for a 4th movie in the series, producers began working overtime to find a way to incorporate him into the story. Once the decision had been made to send the crew back to 1980 San Francisco, the part of a Berkeley astrophysicist was written specifically for Murphy. He was going to be a key player of the story, given top billing with Shatner and Nimoy, and made one of the major parts of the film's marketing. However, when he was approached for the role, he didn't think much of the script and turned the part down. In the end, this role was reworked into the part of Dr. Gillian Taylor, the assistant head of the Cetacean Institute, who was ultimately played by Catherine Hicks. Number 2, Nemesis nearly ended Tom Hardy's career. It seems strange to consider now, with his career being an unprecedented worldwide success, but there have long been stories that the disastrous performance of Star Trek Nemesis not only derailed Tom Hardy's career, but his entire life with it. Despite being cast as a relative unknown at the time, Tom Hardy grew up a huge Star Trek fan and saw the part as the realization of a boyhood dream. He threw everything into the role, getting into the perfect shape for the villain and meticulously studying Patrick Stewart's mannerisms to replicate them on screen. He was convinced this was going to be a career-defining breakout role for him, but in the end, his performance was picked out as one of a number of glaring problems with the movie. The response devastated him. His marriage collapsed, he began drinking heavily, and as he later admitted in an interview, he even contemplated suicide. Thankfully, though, these feelings eased over time, and Hardy eventually had his long-awaited eye-catching performance in Bronson some years later. The rest is, as they say, history. Number 1, the Communicator inspired the invention of the flip phone. Arguably,
did.
Star Trek's most notorious and rarely clarified urban legend concerns its indirect role in the shaping of the technology of the 21st century. While it was inevitable that some
Yay,
scene on
smoke
screen
it.
would naturally roll around sooner or later,
Smoke
the
it.
invention of the cell phone
I
was
say smoke it.
directly inspired by the communicators of the 60s TV show. Martin Cooper, the man credited with inventing the cell phone, was always quite happy to acknowledge his admiration for the show, and inevitably, people have joined the dots in the ensuing decades. However, the truth of this one is less exciting than the myth, as Cooper has also been on record to say that the actual concept and design of the devices predates the series by a number of years. However, years later, when Motorola designed the first flip phone, they named it the Star TAC, in honor of the show that had directly influenced the look. So, as urban myths go,
Star
there
Trek.
is some truth to the story that Star Trek directly had a hand in you being able to watch porn on the bus. So, there you have it. Those are 10 notorious Star Trek urban legends, and no,
Oh, I fucking adore Star Trek. Let's see what was in the June 2020 Happy Blaze box. Oh, I like the colors. Pretty.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Dill Pickle Subs. We have a very special box today. Today, we have the Heavy Hitter Deluxe box from Happy Blaze box. Now, with the Heavy Hitter Deluxe box, you have the option of choosing either a bong, a bowl, a bubbler, or a dab rig, and for the month of June, we chose to receive a dab rig. Now, before we get into this box, I've got to give a quick shout out to Happy Blaze Box for their wonderful, wonderful shipping times. This says priority mail 2-day, and boy, do they mean it. I ordered this box on Saturday, received it Monday. It's
Fuck,
the
I'm
same
dripping
thing.
ice cream on my.
Now, without
fucking
wasting
controller.
any more time, and no more further ado, let's see what's
Yeah, this
inside.
one's by Dill Pickle Subs. I've never watched him before, but I have seen the Happy Blaze box on Frankie's channel, Frankie C87. But I've never. He didn't do this one this month, last month.
This lovely looking box. Now, as you may know already, this package is reusable, so I'm going to grab my scissors and try to cut this open as carefully as possible.
I don't
so
know.
we can reuse it. And if not, no big deal.
I'm dripping.
And actually, I don't even see another piece of tape here, so maybe this package is not reusable. Let's get rid of that thing. Alright, look at this happy looking box. Always happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. Let's see what's inside.
Oh, Sour Patch Kids.
Alright, everybody. Look at all this good stuff. Stuff to the gills. One thing I noticed right off the bat is there's no notorious green stuffing in here. We got the white stuff. It's like Christmas. Look at all this. This is awesome. Now, right off the bat, I see a tasty treat. I always love getting some candy. As a matter of fact, they actually forgot it the last box, so definitely glad to see that there's some goodies in there for me. All right, what else do we got? Ooh, look at this. Nice little Happy Blaze box sticker. Very cool. All right, now moving along, what other cool stuff is in here? I see a pack of zigzag cones.
Ooh,
6
zigzag cones.
Very cool. And I also see, look at this, a doobie.
Ooh, a doobie doobie.
It's already open. I didn't get to do that.
Yeah, I like the
Maybe
pop.
I'll place that to the side there. And oh my goodness, look at all this stuff down here. I see some raw cones.
Raw cones, okay. I want one of these boxes, man.
We got 3 of them in there. Not bad, not bad. What else? do we
If
got
I
in
kept getting these
here?
boxes,
Let's see.
I'd never be out of
Couple
papers.
packs of. Ooh, look at this. We got some Cyclone clear. Clear, right?
I'd have cones,
Clear Cyclone
papers.
before. That's pretty interesting.
everything I would
But we
fucking
also
need.
have Wonderberry.
Oh, and I need another package.
This flavor, I got it, I believe, in my
Easy guard.
last box, and boy, was it delicious. Okay. What else? We got some raw single wides. Very nice. And ooh, look at this. I see
You know what?
a nice little.
Where the heck the other there?
Got some little silicone pins on it.
Yeah, I like these suckers. Because I noticed if I light a couple of these fucking incense, keeps the flies away.
Poker on that side. Very cool. All right, now diving back into this lovely box, I see a whole bunch of wraps back here.
Oh yeah, they give you tons of wraps.
We got some juicy hemp wraps, a little cherry pie,
Cherry pie, mango
little juicy mango
papaya, pineapple shake,
little juicy pineapple shake,
tropical
little
passion,
juicy tropical passion. We've got our high
banana goo, and what are
a
you?
little bit of high
Bearberry.
Bearberry.
Ooh.
We got a cat. Almost knocked the air conditioner out of the window. Holy cow.
That
Okay,
I
now,
almost
let's see
had that
what's
happen
in there.
before.
There's so much stuff in here. There's white stuffing.
my cat I had before her, Momo, I used to have this fucking window fucking AC in my living room window. And this thing is precariously in there. Do not fuck with it. Do not bump it. It will fall out. And back then, the Jamaican restaurant was underneath me. And the air conditioner was in a window right above the alley that the Jamaicans would walk back and forth in. So I was always afraid of that fucking thing falling out and killing one of the Jamaicans. Okay? This motherfucking cat jumps up on top of the fucking AC, and I'm sitting there having a heart failure going, no! I'm like, no! You can knock it out! No! Oh, where's better if you light it first, Kelly? Oh, yeah. Three. I start staring at fire, especially when I'm high, and I get stuck. Just, okay. Okay, now where's my pack of cigars I just opened? Oh, here we go. I knew I was smoking a cigar.
This. Ooh. Got a nice little banger here. Let's pull it out of the package. Very cool. That means we got a dab rig coming up soon. Okay, what else? What is this? Ooh.
Yeah, what is
Look at
that?
ladies and gentlemen? We got a nice little double slick here. If I could get it open. One side.
Oh,
Two
nice,
sides.
nice place to keep your stash.
Very nice.
Or your dabs.
Put that to the side, and we got some
Ooh, more papers.
Vibes rice papers. Very cool. These are some great papers. And what is this? Ooh,
hemp wick.
We got some hemp wick. Afghan hemp, ladies and gentlemen. Haven't gotten this brand of hemp wick before, but I'm sure it's just as good as the rest. Okay, now getting right back to it, let's get rid of more of this stuff. And we've got our
Clipper lighter.
always faithful clipper lighter. And it's a raw. Gotta love it. We got some raw tips to go along with our raw clipper lighter and our raw paper strip earlier. And the goodies just keep coming, ladies and gentlemen. We still got a few things left in here. What is this? We've got a nice little silicone. Looks like a carb cap. Very cool. Very cool. And we also have a nice little circular dab mat here. Very nice. We've got a lot of nice dab accessories for our dab rig box here. So this is very cool. I haven't gotten a dab rig box before, and happy to see that it's a pretty big difference from getting like the bong box or the rest of them. So very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. We've got our finale here, and this is a pretty large item. Let's be very careful here. Get this rubber band off. And be even more careful when we're unwrapping.
Mango.
Definitely don't want to break our lovely looking pipe that's probably in here. And ooh, what is this? We've got a
$2.54.
Probably a bowl since we already seen the banger. Even though it's a dab rig, you could still put a flower bowl in there. Look at that. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Put that to the side. I'm going to grab this rubber band. I don't want the cat getting it. You know, he's notorious for that. And we've got, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's feckin' awesome. And this is one of the ones you can use as a bong or a dab rig. Oh my god, that is so nice.
Jeez Louise. That is one fine.
You're
piece
one
of
to ask me
plastic,
what
man.
time it is, timekeeper.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we
Oh,
are once
fuck.
again. We have our final haul, and holy cats.
That is cool. Oh, I didn't even hear him. I'm just looking at the shit. He was boring. He wasn't like Frankie, who was kind of funny when I watch him unbox shit. This guy was mainly boring, so I wasn't listening to anything this motherfucker was saying. I was just looking at the shit. Oh god, cursed comments. Oh, I love it. I love cursed comments, and it's MK, and I like MK.
What would you do if she unplugged your router in the middle of your game and smiled like this? Oh no, this on the internet. It's time to form a strong romantic relationship with her that'll eventually lead to marriage. When we eventually grow old together and we find ourselves in the hospital on life support, I'll bring up the time she had unplugged my router. Then I'll unplug her life support and smile like that. A long game. I like it. Hi guys, welcome to NK. I'm that weird acapella intro, and today we're going to be looking at some cursed comments. Yes, turns out people on the internet do say things that you think about in public but never say out loud. You knew that was a thing. I hate him. I hate her. But they do it for me. They both looking at her butt though. Damn, I hate that booty. In his lips. Asked a groomer to shave a heart on my dog's butt. What I expected versus what I got. Oh! I wonder what the groomer's reaction was when they heard that, and that's what they immediately thought to do. Damn, owners getting some weird kinks these days. Click them together like Lego. A gamer for President 2020. Meanwhile, in an alternate universe, breaking news. Gamer President tweets, lol, get Rex noobs after nuking my Somebody got a 25 kill streak. Yeah, I think he got more than 25 kills. God damn, could you imagine if that's how they actually managed to set up nukes? Like, they just sacrificed 25 people so they can get a kill streak to unlock the button to press it. It doesn't have a case! What? Ah, good save, Spidey. GP, if only you'd caught Glenn that quickly. Oh! Someone redraw this with like the tip of the head of the phone slightly bent back. What IO game did people in 1920 play? Hold.io. Stop liking this, people. Windows XP shutdown sound. Piano tutorial. Stephen Hawking's last words. No! Goodbye, enough. Guys, I cut my dingling off. What? I'll just grow it back. Holy crap, it worked! Wait, so male girl grew it back and turned into male man. Beautiful commitment to the role there, man. Excellent job. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But give me the kid. I won't need the baby. God damn it. We're only a few minutes into this video and we've already talked about eating kids twice.
Just a reminder, school is the second equivalent of hell.
Yeah, but there are a lot less shootings in hell. Thank you for your words of wisdom, Confucius. You're welcome. Enjoy my girlfriend's OnlyFans. He's right, to be honest. Masturbation is just single-player kinky times. Yeah, nice. Good level of laxity. Yeah, he deserves it. How to break someone's neck. My brother is not moving. Help. I know what I can do to help. There we are, like the comments.
Stop!
Give a heart to this cutest prick Burbo. Now you can keep spelling. Always.
What weirdo? Oh, that's much better, man. I run my AC too goddamn much, so that every now and again I have to like stop it for like a few hours at the least, at the most like a couple of days. And then when I turn it back on, it works so much better. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. I'm not all here. I'm high as fuck right now. Where's Steph? We get her ass in here. Hey, it's feckin' noon over there. Get your ass up. Hungry, I just don't know what I want. Think. 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 Okay, this is not Spaceballs. Stop it. That's my chips. Where the fuck did my... Oh. Honey barbecue cheese doodles. Look. These are fucking good. Nah. Well, I won't watch. Oh, another tipsy bartender. Red, white, and blue Smirnoff Ice. Ooh.
In the land of the free and the home of the brave. So you start with your Smirnoff Ice, We need to clear some space, okay? Hold on, there's too much space. You need space, but not that much space. Don't go to the neck. Okay? So like right about there. How's that? Guys, see, grab your grenadine. Now you want to really be gentle going
You
down
have
the
to
side.
work on the 4th of July? I didn't think you would. That sucks.
I'm really doing it like control ball. Alright. So you want to let that sit for a second just to let it run. Okay?
That sucks. Steph has to work on the 4th of July.
Now, homeboy, you grab your little spoon. Okay, hold on. You don't need to grab a spoon like this, but this is tipsy water. You know, I use a spoon just to make it easier, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Should be coming out, isn't it? Oh, so you can see. You got the whole thing? You guys, I'm just using spirals on the spoon. Now, if you don't have a spoon like this, you can still get this to layer without a spoon, okay? Spoon's just for me to show off, okay? Just for me to have the name Tipsy Bartender. Hey, Mo, what's up?
I just think it sucks.
By the way, guys, we teach you all these layering techniques in our class, tipsybartender.com/exclusive. Learn to layer like a badass. That's a lot of water. I think that's enough. Bang! Look at that, my boy. 4th of July in your glass. Okay?
In your blank.
Bang! Yeah, sorry. In your bottle. Okay? No, this sounds like water. Okay. English, okay? Now, guys, so we have grenadine in the bottle. We have our blue raspberry vodka at the top. So that creates that nice red, yellow, and blue.
Red, white, and blue.
Sorry, red, white, and blue. Wrong flag. Okay, guys, this is a blue curacao syrup. So what you could do with this one is run the blue to the bottom and then come over the top with a red vodka. You see? So you could play with variations of red, white, and blue on this. I don't want to get into all that because y'all don't be all seeing the same thing twice, okay? But this is super cool, and now you're walking down the street all festive. And trust me, when people see this, excuse me.
I do voices.
And other shit too.
I don't like winning. I'm losing. Sorry.
You don't like winning?
Yeah, I'm too fucking stoned. I'm sorry about that.
You sound exactly like Ted.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Hey, Cassie, I'm gonna be right behind you, pal. I don't want to die. I'm gonna be too pissed off.
Hey, why can't I add you? It said that because you're sitting the can.
Yeah. When Johnny gets on this thing, he fucks around with the fucking 7th. I have to beat his ass, but it's fine. I'm sorry, pal.
Can you add you or
I don't know how to do that. I'm too fucking high, but I'll try. Let's see here. Fuck. You know, not having fingers makes this really hard for me. All right, pal. I'm trying to add you. 1 minute. This fucking controller's so fucked up, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, this fucking thing sucks. Yeah, I've been smoking on this new weed called fucking what's it fucking called?
But they're coming?
Yeah, no, not that one. That's bad. I think it's called Girl Scout cookies. That's it. Yeah, it's pretty mellow inside. It should happen. I'm reinforcing the garage door.
You gotta have a voice changer on it.
I wish I did, pal. I'd sound like Morgan Freeman if I could do that. But no, I'm stuck in this Bostonian accent. I'm a fucking talking teddy bear. What do you expect me to sound like? Fucking Barack Obama? What am I gonna do? Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's Barack Obama. We're playing at Rainbow Six Siege. How you doing? You know, that's really how about that? What was that guy's name from Family Guy? The black dude.
Oh.
Well, you forgot my name, you racist motherfucker. God damn it! What are you doing, Carlson? I thought you were my friend. All right, pal. Sorry about that. You know, when I get high, I do voices all the time. It's one of my counts. All right, they're in the house. They're in the fucking garage. No, they're not. I'm sorry. False call. Yeah, I'm paranoid. I took it. Wait, let me check the fucking case again. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding. It's called Charlie Hebdo's Last Private Stash. Oh, fuck me. I'm really freaking out right now, Castle. What do I do?
Just calm down. Sit in the corner.
No, okay. In the corner. I'll just play Kanye West new album.
Beautiful morning.
We're gonna do this right now. Oh, nice. Right?
Oh, I didn't get him. That's bullshit. Fuck you, Bill Buddha. See, I did the most shooting. That was my kill. Locate the biohazard container. All right, let's do it. Holy fuck, look at this guy.
What's going on?
He looks like a dying walrus or some shit. You know, if Michael Jackson was a video game character, that would be him right here. So, how's your spring break going there?
It's not spring break yet.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
I know. I think it's the next week. So it's
Ah,
next week.
shit, man. All the tits are out now. We're gonna miss the tits. This is embarrassing. Shit. All right. Look, I wanted to have a kid, right? And I don't have any dick juice, so I needed some semen from Sam Jones. Oh fuck! Shit! I felt like I deflated Dolly Palm's left tit with my mouth. Yeah, monster junkie. What are you doing, you fucking cock?
Just look at that. You just watch.
God damn it! Fuck this guy. He can really take a dick up his ass. Hey, monster junkie, go sit on a fucking pine cone, you fucking bastard. Hey, Carson, tell him, go sit on a pine cone.
Go sit on a pine cone.
There you go, pal. That's right. You're my nigga. Oh, you better watch your mouth. Sorry. I think you sound pretty much like Peter to me, Ted. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You sound like a dying cat.
Oh, shit.
Fuck out of my face, please, with this shitty Cheeto mustache. Oh, no.
Let me go wish Yay a happy 4th. He just went live. So if you leave, I understand. Oh, wrong way.
Hello. How you doing, Jen? Goat, welcome. Ben Miller, good to see you, lads. John Hart, welcome to the stream. I'm here for a bit. Hope you're well. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You too, Timekeeper.
Yes.
I'm gonna be in there too. I got him on my phone.
40 odd minutes. Sorry you've been missing them, my brother. Joseph Grady says looking mashed or fucking mashed. Slowly getting there myself. Good to see you.
Poor doggo.
Much love and big blessings, brother. I pray all is well since Pastor joined. Thank you very much, Pastor. You're a legend. Well, same to you, mate. Sending love and good vibes your way. Hopefully everything is fantastic. Christian says, got a little bit of yay in the bowl today. Cheers. Oh, sounds good to me. I'm due to catch right the fuck up. I've had one cold today and that's it. So, cheers everybody and welcome to the stream, Timekeeper. What up? Good to see you, lads. What's doing? Kelly, happy 4th. Happy 4th of July to you too, Kelly. Hope everything's good for you. John Hart says, Timekeeper, what's good? Timekeeper says, long hits and watching Storage Wars. Nice. Nice. Good old bit of Storage Wars always does good. So what's everyone's plans for today? John Hart says sounds good. I have some mushies in the mail yesterday, says Pastor. I'm stoked. Well, safe trip on that journey, mate, or safe journey on that trip, should I say. The only snow in Florida is in my bowl, says Christian. What? What do you mean? Kelly says, chilling, smoking, and eating don't take much to make me happy. Hoodie Dude says, hey yo, my man, what's going on, Hoodie? Welcome, happy 4th for you, my brother. Pastor says, thank you. Yeah, you got my tendon lighted up yesterday, my first grow. So excited, that's awesome news. Congrats, John. Doing big things there. Awesome. What strains are you going to grow? Timekeeper says, I don't know about snow in a bowl. It says, yeah. Call of Dirty Harry, when I was a wee lad, I never much enjoyed snorting. What do you mean, Christian? Like, what are you snorting? I'm pretty much got a gist of what you're saying. You got some yay in the bowl. I know what yay is a nickname for. Then you said the only snow in Florida is in your bowl. Now you're talking about snorting. I won't be having that in my stream with my friends. So, what are you exactly talking about? Because yeah, I won't be having that. Kelly Backus says, hello, yay, and happy 4th. G'day, Kelly. Good to see you also. Welcome. Dropping a thumbs up, my friend. Thank you, WKZZR. Fucking legend. Thank you for dropping that thumbs up. I appreciate your support. What are you doing for today's festivities? I'm not too bad, Kelly. I'm not too bad. Just chilling, a normal, average day here. We only hear you, know, Kelly. Of an OG, nice. Tahoe OG for me. Take care, Christian. You stay safe out there. Thank you for your support on the channel, but I'm going to have to let you go. Pastor John says, I'm dabbing. What are you dabbing on, son? It's a beautiful day, says Kelly. Yes, it is. It's a fantastic day here. Can I time? Yeah, no, way ahead of you.
It's exactly what I like in music. Now I'm going to have to listen to all of the best stuff. No wonder everybody likes them so much. I mean, this is great. I love getting to know good music.
So today we're going to have you read some lyrics from top songs all by one artist and have you tell us the meaning and what you think of them. Then you'll get to listen to the songs you read and tell us your thoughts.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Well, I don't know anything about new music, I'm afraid. I still live in the olden days.
Do I happen to know the artist? Probably not.
I'm open-minded, and I try to keep up with the trend, but couldn't.
I like it because I get to know the lyrics sometimes before I really know the artist. And that's cool.
A lot of times when I get to do this, I see there's a little more depth to some of these singers that I didn't see the depth before.
Okay, here is your first song lyric.
No, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding. What a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter. And yes, but what a shame, what a shame. The poor groom's bride is a whore.
Well, it's to the point.
We'll find that out sooner or later. I mean, let the waiter mind his own business, in other words.
Even if she is one, keep it to yourself. It's a fun day. It's a happy day.
I chimed in with haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality.
Think things out, think things thoroughly.
Eventually, time and reality will catch up with you. So it's better to face it immediately rather than tuck it away. It's like paying taxes.
These are very, very literate, using big, quote unquote, big words, and so I'm kind of impressed by that. I'm curious to see who it is.
So here's their next song.
Because it's 9 in the afternoon, your eyes are the size of the moon.
You could, because you can, so you do. We're feeling so good just the way that we do when it's 9 in the afternoon.
They've just been partying through the afternoon. It's 9 o'clock at night, but for them it's 9 in the afternoon because there's no sense of time. There's no responsibilities to go to. It's just party.
He loves her eyes, and they're big as the moon. They're full of love and joy.
I don't think it has to make sense if it's expressing something that someone feels, their emotions.
She paints her fingers with a close precision. He starts to notice empty bottles of gin and takes a moment to assess the sin she's paid for.
Whoa, Mona Lisa. You're guaranteed to run this town. Whoa, Mona Lisa. I pay to see you frown.
Mona Lisa, that's what makes me think she could be like a businesswoman where she's kind of, got her shit together, looks like, but has bottles of gin under the desk.
I don't think this is necessarily a good time, but it seems like she's going after something and she got it, whatever the method that she was using.
I'd love to see you frown just to let go and be real, and not just fake all the time.
Well, I like the imagery, and it's very poetic.
Looking for the time of your life, a pretty picture, but the scenery is so loud. A face like heaven catching lightning in your nightgown. Back away from the water, baby, you might drown. The party isn't over tonight.
She's looking for a good time. He's looking for a good time. But it's the picture, the scenery's too loud for him. He likes more subtlety.
She's enjoying the beauty and how good she feels right now. But he's trying to warn her, just calm down a little bit, and then saying, well, don't worry, we're going to have some more fun.
The writer is speaking to someone he or she loves who might be feeling suicidal or sad, and maybe the line is meant to convey encouragement, like, don't kill yourself over this because life is ahead of you.
A lot of kids living this life, and beautiful kids that have so much going for them, but because all they get is money to keep them busy instead of the attention they need, or the compliments, or the support, that they have no idea what they have.
Miss Jackson, are you nasty? Are you nasty? I love her anyway.
The only Miss Jackson I would assume this is Janet Jackson.
And she has a song where it says Miss Jackson. I don't know if it's exactly Miss Jackson, Are You Nasty, but there's a line in it. So everybody knew this song at the time. Love her anywhere. You gotta love her because she's very classy. She's handled a life in a fishbowl and a difficult public life in a really beautiful fashion.
He knows that she can be bad news. Are you nasty? But he can't help it. He's in love with her anyway. Whatever she is, he's with it.
Sycophants on velvet sofas, lavish Manson's vintage wine. I am so much more than royal. Snatch your chain and mace your eyes. I like that very much. That's got a great image in my mind.
People aren't seeing who they really are. All they see is a facade, or, as I call it, the unimportant things that they're surrounded with.
This person isn't just someone who's going to sit there and kiss someone else's behind.
Maybe this person is also a rich person and saying, but I'm more than that. I don't care about material things.
I'm taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
I've got all the fanciest designer stuff on, but I'm really see-through. My inside is completely exposed.
Your emotions can be naked. If you might put on fancy clothes or any clothing just to get dressed up, but you feel naked because you feel as if everyone can read you.
I see what's mine and I want it. I'm going to take it. You lose it, I find it, it's mine.
I am who I am, and I do what I think is right for me, and I hope that you can see it, that and appreciate who I am.
Do you have any idea whose lyrics you've been reading?
No idea at all.
Nope.
I have no idea.
Not a clue.
So these were lyrics to songs from Panic at the Disco's repertoire.
Never heard of them. Oh, I've heard of them.
So Panic at the Disco has been known to change their sound with every album. Their first album came out in 2005. They recorded their first demo while the band members were still in high school.
I think it's great. They must be talented in some way to keep everyone's interest.
They must have something going on, or their lyrics must appeal to a generation.
I think the fact that they did this in high school must encourage so many young people who have dreams. It must make them feel good to know that you can start at a very young age and be successful.
So now let's play you the songs you read.
Okay.
As I expected, it's easy to sing along.
I like this.
You can understand the words, and if I can understand the words, that's something.
This song reminds me a little of a Green Day song.
Wow, I like that because it changed. It started out and they had a cello in the background there, which is always an interesting choice.
Totally different. Except for that voice is very recognizable.
It's very smooth and calm and stable.
I love it. I love the it's got some arrangements. It's got some actual arrangements in it. That almost, if they'd added in a couple more instruments, almost had I guess.
I'm gonna go have something actually. So just snack right here.
I love religion. I love watching religion, studying religion. The cool thing about religion is like no matter who you pray to, no matter what you study, every religion follows one basic premise, one basic idea that every religion follows, and that premise is God doesn't make